I don't feel anything anymore. I wake up, go through the motions, speak when I'm supposed to, laugh when it seems appropriate, nod along to conversations I'm not really present for, and then I sleep. Or at least I try to. There used to be something in me: excitement, curiosity, anger, sadness, joy, fear. I remember those things in the way you remember the feeling of sunlight in winter, distant, barely real, something you can describe but no longer touch. The days blend together, not in a dramatic, cinematic way, but in a grey, unremarkable fog where 1 hour is indistinguishable from the next. People ask me how I'm doing, and I tell them I'm fine, because what else am I supposed to say? That every emotion I once had feels dulled, flattened, drained of its meaning. That nothing excites me, nothing scares me, nothing surprises me. That I've stopped hoping, stopped dreaming, stopped believing in anything, because belief requires investment. And I have nothing left to give. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to be reminded that life can strip you down to this, to a body that keeps moving because it doesn't know how to stop. I look around and everyone's pretending to be happy, pretending to be angry about things they don't care about, pretending to be passionate about hobbies and causes and relationships, because it's what you're supposed to do. And maybe they believe their own performances. Maybe they've convinced themselves it's real. Or maybe they feel the same emptiness and just wear better masks. I don't know which is worse: the fake enthusiasm, the over-the-top outrage about pointless nonsense, the constant obsession with the trivial, because confronting the bigger questions is unbearable. Who are we? What are we doing here? Why does any of this matter? Nobody asks, because deep down we all know the answer. It doesn't. We're here because we're here. We were born into a system built long before us, with rules we didn't agree to, chasing goals we didn't choose. And the ones who can't keep up, the ones who fall through the cracks, the ones who stop playing along, get labeled defective, depressed, broken, antisocial, unmotivated, anything to avoid admitting that maybe the system is the problem, not the people crushed by it. I can't remember the last time I felt genuinely excited about anything. Not a trip, not a conversation, not a piece of art or music or film. It all feels like recycled noise, like echoes of things that once meant something to me, but now just pass through without leaving a mark. I used to care about people, about ideas, about my future. Now I go days without speaking unless it's necessary. I avoid making plans because I already know how they'll end. Awkward small talk, forced laughter, the same stories told over drinks, while everyone carefully avoids saying what they're really thinking, that they're tired, that they're scared, that they don't know why they keep doing this. So we pretend, we scroll, we work, we sleep, we repeat. And somewhere along the line, I lost the ability to pretend. It's not that I'm sad. That would imply an emotion, a reaction to something. It's more like a steady, low-grade nothingness. Not sharp pain, not grief, not anger, just absence. A blank space where feelings used to be. Things happen around me, and I recognize intellectually that they should affect me. That this is a good thing, that's a bad thing. This is supposed to hurt, that's supposed to bring joy. But it doesn't. It's like watching someone else's life through a window. You can see it, understand it, but you're not part of it. You're just there, existing out of habit. People talk about hope like it's this vital, life-giving force. But hope requires a future you can believe in. And I don't have that. The world is collapsing in slow motion. Empathy is dying. Everything's getting louder and meaner and faker. Every relationship feels disposable. Every institution is crumbling. Every day brings another reminder that nothing is sacred, that everything can be bought, sold, corrupted, abandoned, and you're expected to care about. Petty distractions while the floor rots beneath you. Celebrity drama, trending hashtags, some new show you're supposed to binge so you have something to talk about at work. It's all white noise, and the only sane reaction seems to be withdrawal, to detach, to stop playing the game. But then you're just left with yourself, and sometimes that's worse. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I don't think it's anything. I don't believe there's some grand event coming to jolt me awake, to make me feel alive again. I don't believe there's some meaning waiting to be uncovered if I just try harder, meditate more, fix my diet, take up new hobbies. I've tried all that. It's just another layer of performance, another distraction from the emptiness underneath. I'm not looking for answers anymore. I don't think there are any. I think most people spend their entire lives trying to outrun this realization, and the few who can't are either broken by it or numb to it. I'm not sure which I am, and the truth is, nobody really wants to hear about this. Not because they don't care, but because it scares them. Because if you admit out loud that life can flatten you to the point where you don't feel anything anymore, it makes it harder for them to pretend it won't happen to them. So they'll tell you to be grateful, to count your blessings, to focus on the positive, as if gratitude can fill the hollow space inside you, as if positive thinking can reverse entropy, as if forcing a smile can trick your brain into feeling something again. It can't, and deep down, they know it too. That's why the ones who preach positivity the loudest are always the ones fraying at the edges, clinging desperately to whatever scraps of meaning they can find. I don't expect it to get better. I don't believe in redemption arcs, in magical turnarounds, in sudden revelations that make life beautiful again. I think some of us just reach a point where the weight of everything, the cruelty, the absurdity, the endless noise grinds us down to nothing, where every emotion becomes a memory, every hope a dead thing, and you keep moving because your body doesn't know how to stop, and the world lets you, because as long as you show up, clock in, nod along, keep your head down, nobody cares whether you're really there. You become another ghost in the machine, invisible, forgettable, waiting for the inevitable, not out of fear, but because it's the only honest thing left.